Alrighty then, welcome aboard ladies and gentlemen. It is another Mentorship Monday. Welcome aboard. If it's your first time with us, make sure you smash that like button and of course hit that subscribe, and let's get into some things here tonight. Tonight's topic is going to be around earnings reports. How do we trade earnings reports? This week is going to be the beginning of an earnings report season. This week, next week, and then going into what part of the year are we in? We are in the final quarter of the year, so that is also important to apply. So tonight, let's talk about how we trade that with AlgoBox. Let's do this. Alrighty then, let's come on down here to our training window. Hopefully you guys can see this all right. Looks like my video was a little bit choppy here, so hopefully this comes out well. If it doesn't, we'll try to redo it. This should be fairly quick here tonight. One of the most important things we want to talk about is around earnings report, because that is the current season. If you have not been around earnings reports, or if you have, again, a little bit of a different approach with our system. Again, what is our main focus? How do we know how much we are going to be able to profit during each different type of day? The market's going to throw a different type of day at you all the time, but what do we know about some consistency about earnings reports? There is a particular type of characteristic and personality that we should look to expect during an earnings report session. All right, so if you want to know if we are in earnings report, looks like Curtis actually just happened to have typed in our room here. If you type !earnings, he's doing some of the shorthand stuff, a little bit difficult, but type !earnings, and that command in our room will pop up this list for the week. So you can look ahead to see what day is going to be the heaviest hitter. Usually it's going to be Thursday, and sure enough, there it is. 144 different companies are going to be reporting on Thursday, but we've got some big earnings, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday still. Again, 30, think about it, around 40 companies. That's a lot. 70 here, 21. Now, again, different days are going to yield different things, right? You'll have some big days like when Apple and Google are going to be moving the markets a little bit heavier. To us, it really does not matter. As long as we are aware these things are happening, we'll get some of our biggest moves in the final hour of the day. So if you're taking in notes, what do we want to be thinking about during earnings reports? Okay, here's what our expectations should be. Earnings week, big movements near end of day. So what exactly is the end of the day for us in our series? So last hour right here, 3 o'clock, and then particularly big time, put this in red. Okay, watch the 3:30 move. Okay, right around here, again, everything that we do here is in Eastern time, so you should already know that. But 3:30 Eastern time, look for those big moves. Some of those, if you've watched some of our old videos or been in our room when we are trading these, you'll know we've hit some really big days. And pay attention to the audio box room there for this type of movement. All right, going to be huge moves, particularly on Thursday is the day to really be looking out for, but really any given day this week can be it. Now, what about the morning sessions? Mornings are still just as good. Like, we can give an example just today. Today was what we kind of call a candy day. What's a candy day? That means this is a pretty easy day. If you do want to look into some earnings reports, this really isn't my bag of tea to kind of look to see what companies are actually reporting, but we do have, if you type in !E report for the actual details of what companies are going to be reporting that day, that will give you a list there from our AlgoBox earnings report bot. So guys, if you want to check that out, absolutely, you can do that. But again, most important thing that we want to know is how many companies are reporting that day. The more, the merrier, okay? The bigger the volatility. Again, when we say here in our room, VIX up, ticks up. The higher the VIX, the more ticks we make. It's not about really a risk thing with us, because again, as Warren Buffett infamously said, risk comes from not knowing what you're doing. But with our system, you guys know, building confluence, execute the trades. This is more about how big the moves are going to be. So instead of hitting targets 1 and 2, this is a time where we're going to get those bigger moves. We're going to get more of them. So get excited, put more instruments out there on your charts, because there's going to be a lot of opportunities coming in there for you to smash on with AlgoBox during the earnings report season. Now, how long does this last? So usually this is around a 2-week time period. So this is, we are at October the 19th today, but the next 2 weeks, this week and next week, some of our biggest moves. And what time of year is this? Is this the first quarter, mid-quarter? We are coming into the final quarter of the year right now, and this is going to be a beast. We have made some of our largest profits into the end of the year. As you guys know, this can be some of the biggest moves. You've got all the holiday anticipation. You've got a lot of things going into that final quarter stuff. And of course, also January, February, as that kind of rolls into that time as well. Seasonality is important as we're looking into earnings reports. Yes, intraday, you need to know how the day is broken up. If you've never looked at that before, I'm just gonna segue into that's what Nick's posted in right there. If you want to see what those are, type ! sessions into the Discord trade room. If you're not in the Discord trade room and don't know how to get into that, the link should be down there in the description. Right down here, of course, join us on Discord, and that should be down below. And of course, you can follow us over here on. What else about earnings reports? So let's look at some of the results here from today on how we know, like, pretty easy day. Durr absolutely crushed it today. Let's look at some of his stats here. What was this, 86%? Yeah, almost 86% profitable. Now, what's important is that profit factor. Wow, 25. This is not normal, folks. Okay, this is a huge hitter day. Easy trading day today. It's a Monday. So what do we expect after a candy day? Right, tomorrow might be a little bit more difficult, but look for Wednesday to be another one of those beautiful candy days. All right, but 25.52, that is huge. That means his winners were 25.5 times the size of his losers. $8,000 for Durr. Awesome work, sir. Not a lot of drawdown whatsoever. Beautiful max drawdown, only $300. That is amazing. Max adverse excursion, 52 bucks. Holy shnikes. Absolutely killing it. Let's look at a few more again to see how the day panned out here. Here is Adam Smasher, 3290. 0.74 profit factor. That's really the most important number. If I had to nail down a report to one thing that's important, it's this right here. That 1.74, that is the best thing to be looking at. Even though at a 54% profitable, that doesn't sound like a whole lot, doesn't matter. 3290 for a 1.74 profit factor. That, my friends, is amazing work. Got JC pulling down 1300. Where's that profit factor? 3.51 on the profit factor on that one. Oh, I love these. These are some beautiful GIFs. Let's see if it starts to move in action. Yeah, if you guys have not seen the Giphies in action, go check those out. That is HMD play, both of those. They posted there in the room. Let's see how Stingox did. He had just had a phone call with me over the weekend, said it completely changed and turned everything around for him. That is huge. $1,600, 100% profitable. He is now using that MACV filter like he should. Looks like he had all short trades. Again, he has a short period of time to trade. That's one of our conversations that we had over the weekend. 57.77. Who is this? Profit factor 9.24. Winners 9 times the size of his losers. 73% profitable. That is a monster. Who put that in? Is that Derek? Awesome work, Derek, closing out the day with that. CG, my right-hand man, throwing down $1,100 there today. That is 100% profitable. No losers for the CG. Awesome work there, sir. And we'll scroll up enough to maybe see some of mine here. 1 o'clock today. Looks like tomorrow was done. Mr. Tom, 39.86 on the day. Profit factor 5.41. 45% profitable. Doesn't matter what that percent profit. This is why I tell you folks, like, that percent profitable don't mean squat. Okay, when your profit factor is 5.41, when your winners are 5 times the size of your losers, throwing down 4K in a day ain't hard. That is a beautiful set of work right there for Mr. Tom. July, Mr. Jules, $630. Awesome work. 86% profitable. Profit factor 17. Are you joking me? You guys are absolutely killing it. You guys, if you guys have not seen my Quora stuff on best way to start day trading for a living, some of my 13 tips on before you start going live, what you should be doing there. Let's see, $1,000, 66% profit, 2.83 profit factor for Mr. Five Stone. Mine's in here somewhere. Here we go. Here is mine from the morning. Easy peasy day. 4,200 today. Profit factor 5.05. Very easy today. Again, these are not normal numbers. This is very super easy day. We got that extra volatility kicking in from the earnings reports. It's the final quarter of the year. We're in the middle of October. Outstanding time to be trading. You definitely want to have your hands on the buttons at this time for the next 2 weeks particularly. So get excited for that. Percent profitable, 71.74%. I'm going to pat myself on the back a little bit for that one. Not too bad for, and that was only 4 trades today for myself. That was awesome work. There's Matt J, 3,700, 75% profitable and 4.65. You guys can go and check out the rest of those. All right, so if you guys have any questions around the earnings report stuff, just know these next 2 weeks, extra volatility, extra ticks in that VIX. Hope you guys enjoyed it tonight. I will catch you guys tomorrow. For me, Pippi, Robbie, Lunchbot, Mod Squad, Curtis G, and the rest of the gang. Let's send out the biggest town. See ya.